If only every rising trout would breach like a blue whale on flat water. Of course, not many rising trout are shameless as to pop out of gin clear water in mid-afternoon light. In fact, for half the dry fly season, most of the great dry fly fishing occurs in low light of dawn, dusk, or dark drizzly days. If you don't know how to look for rising trout in various types of water in low light conditions, you might miss some exceptional dry fly fishing. Let's have a look at how best to do so. The first rule of low light is to get in position to see the sheen. You have to find a position where you're staring into the highest light source. This will help create the best lit silver canvas where the highest contrast of dark on light occurs. Rising trout heads or the subtle rings and disturbances they create are best seen this way. This is usually from directly downstream of the run or suspected area of rising fish. If you look cross-stream, chances are that trees, bush, or rock will cause dark reflection on the water, and you simply won't see the risers, and you certainly won't see your fly once fishing. By looking upstream, you'll be looking into the longest open section of water to the sky. If you're lucky, trout will be rising with a pop, signaling mayfly duns, caddis, or stoneflies. This is as straightforward as low-light rising trout can be. In hunting rising trout, we have to move slowly. A 90-minute session may only cover 100 to 400 yards of water. Some trout won't rise even during an apparent good hatch or spinner fall. Between rises, they've likely consumed a few nymphs. Not all their feeding is on the surface, even in a hatch. During light hatches or spinner falls, you may see a variety of surface feeding types or disturbances. Trout won't be as focused to one food source, and you may see boils or porpoising to emergers, snouts taking duns and cripples, subtle meniscus sips of spent spinners, or popping and slashing at skittering caddis. Keep in mind that there isn't always the telltale sign of trout size. In calf-deep water, a 2-foot brown can just as easily appear to be a 6-inch rainbow for how subtle its take. While a bulging wakehead is obviously a large trout, not every big trout will rise with a head, dorsal, and tail exposed. While wind can be a pain, in many instances it helps spot rises. Wind lines tend to straighten the river horizontally or in line with current flow. Rises in low light wind can gain higher contrast and be more obvious. Don't discount breezy summer nights, they might prove the best fishing. Not only will there be fewer insects on the water drifting naturally, the fish looking for them are often less choosy. This is a poignant example of how our positioning is a major difference maker. This nice rainbow is rising up a storm by surfing the wave top side of this rock. But we almost missed it because it was horizontal to our location and out of the silver sheen when it began to rise. Because we were moving extremely slowly, we were able to first think we saw something create an out-of-place wave. We then moved downstream and out from shore well below the rock. As we changed and shifted our position, what appeared to be an occasionally rising fish from our original vantage became painfully obvious and was rising to spinners perpetually. If we don't move slowly and shift our positions, we miss the subtle cues that lead us to miss the obvious. It's these small shifts that usually dictate success in fly fishing. Master these little things while searching for risers in broken water during low light, and catching becomes far more consistent and less happen chance.